So we started the recording, and here we are, part one. My name's Chippy of carrypad.com, umcportal.com, and we're having a live open review tonight. We do these occasionally with products, significant products we get hold of, where we want to open them up and really do a live review with people in the chat room in the background. So you're watching a recorded live session. The quality might not be as good as you expect on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube at a later date. But the reason is because we're running it live over ustream.tv and we've got people in the background. There'll be about 3 parts to this video. In this part 1, what we want to do is go over the Acer Iconia tab. Now this is the device of the evening. It's a 10-inch 1280 by 800 capacitive glossy touchscreen tablet running Honeycomb 3.0. This was bought in Germany for 499 euros. It's the 32 gig Wi-Fi version. And it's one of the 3 that are available, 3 Honeycomb tablets that are available in this area right now: the Zoom, the Transformer, and the Iconia Tab A500. I'm just looking at the back. I thought it said A600 for a minute. No, it's the A500 10S32. Alright, so in this part we'll just do a quick unboxing. I've got some chat stuff running in the background. You might hear me answer questions, but let's get into a little bit of unboxing first and zoom in from the second cam that I've got by the side of me here. Be about 5 to 10 minutes, and this has already been unboxed. Check out the full unboxing on YouTube. My channel is Steve Chippy, one word. Bought it to Amazon yesterday, delivered in 24 hours. There's the device. I'm just going to put that to one side a sec and show you what's in the box. Cleaning cloth, first start information, which actually shows you a picture of a keyboard. The first picture you see of your tablet is it with a keyboard. Interesting. It's basically talking about USB host stuff on there. There's a package of starter manuals there for 5 languages. I don't see any CDs in there. I guess the software is no, there's no CDs there. And I guess there's warranty and safety, passport service manuals there as well. And then very simple wall blister, I think the term is for one of this. Basically means that the transformer, the trafo, is actually within the plug on the wall, which is a very mobile solution, and you get the right adapter plug for your area. Only problem I've had with this one, and I'll just show you this on the big screen, is that it's that long, and that's like 1 meter. It barely goes across the back of a table and down, so pretty limited. That's cost saving. You know, there might be a couple of cents worth of cable cost saving there, but that's cost savings that I could do without. There's also standard micro USB to USB adapter there as well. Now what I'm going to do is just quickly show you around the device, and then we'll put it on charge, start it up, and go into part 2 of the session. Nice packaging there, and as I said, this is the German version. Just looking at some of the features they talk about here: micro SD, HDMI out, 5.0 megapixel camera. It's got GPS, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and wide viewing angle screen. It doesn't say IPS, but it is wide viewing angle, which is effectively what IPS is. As I said, glossy screen going around the front. There's a 2 megapixel front facing camera on the top left, and it looks like there's nothing else on here. Somewhere buried in there is I think an ambient light sensor, and I managed to find it after blowing all over the device running Skype audio earlier. The microphone is tucked in a little space up between the glass and the metal casing of the device in there, so there is a microphone built in. Going on the right hand side of the device then, we got a reset button port, USB 2 full size port there, micro USB port there, and we'll test charging over micro USB as well. There's the DC in. Let me give you the DC voltage. It's 12 volts, 1.5 amps. Alright, so it's fairly high wattage input. So whatever it charges at, whatever speed it charges at over the DC, it won't be anything like that over USB. At the top then, and I want to point out first this the finishing here. It is metal. It's very thin aluminium. It looks really nice. Across the back there you can see that it's brushed, and it feels really nice. It's very for Acer, I'm quite surprised. Acer aren't renowned for building super high quality, devices with a really high quality finish. But I think they've done a very good job here, and it's really feels nice and looks nice as well. You can see then at the top, here's the only port there is, and if I just pull that out and down and zoom in, you'll be able to see that there is a micro USB port and there's a blocked port here. Now this will be for, on the right hand side, this will be for your 3G models, but it's blanked off on this one. Alright, so there will be 3G versions, and that slots back in there. Then on the top we've got a rotation lock, so it's a hardware rotation lock, and then a volume up and down rocker. So when you look at it from this angle, I think you'll find the layout of the rocker and the lock is pretty much the same as the iPad. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it is. So sorry, going around to the left hand side of the top, then power button, headphones, and micro HDMI out. Now, did you note there was no HDMI adapter cable in the box? So add your usual 10 to 30 euros or dollars, depending on how quickly you want to get hold of the HDMI cable. If you're ordering over the internet, you get it for a $5. If you want to drive out to the local shop and buy it, it's going to cost you $30, I'm sure. Micro HDMI to normal HDMI adapter. Now on the bottom, here's a docking port. So I'm surprised at this. I didn't think there would be a docking port on it. So clearly there's accessories coming, and I think I recall seeing someone talking about some accessories for the A500, maybe netbooknews.com recently, and someone in the chat session today said there was a case with a keyboard that this slots into as well. So that will be interesting. So I assume it charges, does USB, and hopefully HDMI out over that. I can't tell you whether HDMI out contains the digital audio as well yet. On the back, 5 megapixel camera with a single LED flash or light. I'm not sure if it's AF autofocus yet. And then we have stereo speakers on the bottom at the back, and we'll test those out in a bit. And that's pretty much it. But the quality of the device, really nice. No flex, no creak. There's a I'm assuming there's glass on the front. I don't know if it's Gorilla Glass or whether it's toughened or what. I don't see any scratches on it yet, but it's only a few hours since he says there's no scratches. No, there isn't. But super glossy, and 769 grams, I'm guessing. No, 769 grams is what the specs say. Or 765, I think. 27 ounces if you're working in pounds and ounces. And just to quickly recap on the specs there, it's NVIDIA Tegra 2, 1 GHz, that's dual CPU core, Cortex A9 CPU, like all the others Android Honeycomb devices that are out at the moment. 10.1, 1280 by 800 resolution, 32 gig storage on this, which is quite nice. 1 gig of RAM on this, which is also very nice, and I believe 23 watt-hour battery, which is about the same as the iPad, and so should give a decent battery life. Just looking through the specs, Bluetooth is 2.1, and I believe Wi-Fi is BGN as well. Accelerometer, microphone we mentioned, the webcam on the front is a 2, webcam on the back is a 5. It's got DLNA capability, and it's got accelerometer and GPS and a compass. I believe I actually have to double check on the compass. I was trying maps out earlier, and I'm pretty sure that when I was moving it, it was moving the pointer, but I'll get a compass app and test that out. So to round up this part one, and we'll have a Q&A at the end of it very quickly, let's just show you the device switched on. I've already installed a load of apps in preparation for this evening, but there are a few apps that Acer have installed themselves. We've got ClearFire, which is the DLNA application, which if you have Windows 7 or any other DLNA compatible device, it will show up the content from that device on here, and you should be able to do videos, photos, and music from here. Here's some images from my home PC that should display okay here. There's Intel Booth Babe. And although I haven't tried video, the audio, it should work. I'm not sure if it'll work with my Windows Vista Media Center completely in terms of streaming video and audio. The other apps that are included are an app called e-reading. LumiRead is the application. I don't know, is this just a EPUB reader? Mike Kane, maybe you know. LumiRead is the name of the reader. There's a store. EPUB books, feed books, libri.de in this area. We can switch to Germany or Taiwanese on this. Remember, it's a German version I got here. We have pre-installed games. Basically, it's a selection of stuff from the Tegra Zone. Tegra Zone is shown here. NFS Shift, Let's Golf, and Heroes of Sparta. If you go to netbooknews.com, Sasha Pallenberg tested all 3 of those, along with 10 other Honeycomb games on a really nice video the other day, so you should check that out. Multimedia application, or multimedia folder. Photo Browser 3D. We've got Nemo Player, Musica, Alpio, YouTube, and the ClearFi app is in here as well. I need to dive deeply into Nemo Player, Musica, and Alpio to find out really what the capabilities are. I believe one of them's a streaming, one of them's a library application, and Alpio, I don't know what that is at all right now. Let's go home again. We got some social stuff going on. Social Jogger. There's a link to Facebook. It's very kind of them to put a URL link in there as the app. Google Talk is also linked into that area as well. If I move one more round, I believe there's another section of apps. No, that's it. So that's it for the extra apps that were installed over the top. Apart from that, it seems to be pretty much standard Honeycomb stuff. And as I say, I've already installed a bunch of apps on this in preparation for this evening. So unfortunately, I can't show you right now what the standard apps were, but there wasn't much else apart from what I've just shown you. Right, let's do one thing on this video before we close off. And during these sessions, which can go for a couple of hours, what we do is a battery life test. So I'm now going to take a battery life reading. We have 96% battery. So if you want to know what the battery life is of this device, you're going to have to tune into part 2 and part 3 of the videos on YouTube. It's 96% at 21:33 on Friday the 6th of May. Let's see what sort of percentage we lose over the next 2 hours, and we should be able to extrapolate a reasonable figure for battery life. But that's it for part 1 of the unboxing, quick overview of the Acer Iconia A500 Honeycomb tablet. My name's Chippy. Don't forget there are part 2 and part 3 probably of these this videos, and if you want to join in the next live sessions on caripad.com or umcportal.com or meetmobility.com, just follow me at Chippy on Twitter, and you can keep up with what's going on there. So thanks for watching.